Histories of Events by Satria Hariady. Histories of World Events. I would like to tell you about US Civil Wars, Great Wall of China and Apollo 11, and also history of my events, Bleeding Hat, the worst accident I ever have. Starts with history of US Civil War. US Civil War, American Civil War, an event that broke America into two sides. It happened on April 12, 1861 until May 26, 1865. It was a fighting between freemen and slavery, Union versus Confederation, the North versus the South. This event happened because the President Lincoln would like to abolish the slavery in the United States, but the Southern states of America would strongly oppose the abolition of slavery because the Southern U.S. states' economy depends on slaves that running their farms. The most famous and bloodiest battle in this war is Battle of Gettysburg. This battle happened on July 1st, 1863 until July 3rd, 1863. About 200,000 troops involved in this battle, and the casualties counted up to 60,000 soldiers. This war ended with Union on victor sides. And the history of Great Wall of China. Great Wall of China, one of the world's wonders, has long history that worth to tell. The Great Wall of China was built in 2nd century before Christ on initiative of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of Qin dynasty. Great Wall of China was built in purpose to keep out and protect the Qin dynasty from North barbarian or the Xiongnu. Even though the Great Wall is really magnificent, but not with the how the construction was constructed. It is not only costing money and materials, but also humans. Hundreds of thousands of workers died building this wall. The wall mainly built with stones. Stones was extracted from local resources because of difficulty of transporting materials to construction sites. The wall is not only built by Qin dynasty, it was continued by another dynasty after Qin dynasty, even it is still maintained by People Republic of China today. And the last story of world event I would like to tell about is Apollo 11. Apollo 11, American space program that succeeded to deliver and land first human on moon. This program is part of Apollo program, a NASA program. Apollo 11 starts on July 16, 1969. This space program had three astronauts that crewing the rockets and all modules that needed to deliver humans to the moon. The astronauts are Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, and Neil Armstrong. The astronauts sent to the space by a rocket Saturn V on July 16, 1969, from Kennedy Space Center. After the launching, the astronauts need time to travel to the moon. It takes 4 days for travel from the Earth to the moon. On July 20, 1969, the spacecraft landed on Moon at 8:17 UTC, and the astronauts go out and walk on the Moon at 11 p.m. The astronauts fly from the Moon and return to Earth on July 21, 1969, and took about 5 days to travel back to Earth. It returned successfully to Earth on July 26, 1969. Apollo 11 became the first successful crewed moon landing space program in the world. Tell history of my event. Bleeding head. I wounded my head when I was a child. Yeah, that is the worst wound that I got in my entire life until now. I wounded my head until it was bleeding, until the blood dripped out from my head. The wound hit me when I am 6 years old at my residence playground. I fell from my playground slides, and my head hit edge of concrete that my head started to drip some blood. Fortunately, my friend's mom was there. She noticed that I fell from the slides and Then she rushed to get me up, noticed that blood coming from my head. She immediately took me to the residence doctor, and the doctor sutured my wound until it was closed tightly and cleaned the blood stain. I was really thankful to my friend's mom and the doctor that already saved my life. That's